I'm Dan McGrath, I'm the Manager of Eastern Operations for Iluka. I oversee operational activities in South Australia and in Victoria. And our key operational centre here that we're talking about is Jacinth Ambrosia Mine, located northwest of Ceduna. So the Far West Coast people are the traditional owners on whose land we mine. And we have employment targets where we seek to achieve a 20% Indigenous employment or Far West Coast employment in our business. We're meeting those targets today, and we're developing our efforts towards building our contractors' employment ratios up towards those targets. So that's our focus at the moment.
Well, my name is Leroy Bioni. I work for Iluka Resources. I'm the Community Relations Officer with Iluka. Particularly one of the main sort of areas where I work in with is also around the Indigenous traditional owners of the Far West Coast Group, and working alongside and making sure that the mining company is compliant with this native title agreement that they have signed off with the traditional owners here. And so a lot of my work is around maintaining that positive relationship and also building on it and making it even better.
Leroy's brought an ability for Iluka to better understand Aboriginal people. So part of our effort is about having mutually beneficial outcomes for the company, the business and the community in which we operate. So Leroy helps to build an understanding of Aboriginal people in our workplace, and he also enables Aboriginal people to understand what it's like working in a modern mine. And with that comes, better Aboriginal employment outcomes, and it builds better workplace capability for the business. So that's the mutually beneficial outcome.
I'm trying to work with the local community around education and training and stuff like that. We definitely want to do these things, but we also want to make sure we're doing it the right way. People can actually see their career paths and we sort of want to create those paths beforehand so that people can actually see that vision where they can end up. Once you know where you could go, then definitely you want to build on it. And as you see yourself gaining skills, qualifications, licenses and tickets and all those stuff, which is all building you up and making you more employable, not only with Iluka but anywhere, that's sort of where these opportunities could be created.
The next element is about providing suitably challenging workplace, and that's by giving people career development opportunities. So Brett, for example, he's been with the mine since the beginning. He's had plenty of experience, and his day-to-day job is running one of the production teams that runs our fixed plant equipment and our infrastructure.
Going in the position as a shift coordinator, obviously a lot of intense training was provided. I had a mentor with me for 3 months, showing me what the actual role, what the requirements were. Obviously a lot of training from Iluka themselves to really key yourself into the position so you felt comfortable.
Even now he has the opportunity to step up into larger positions from time to time, where he's not just responsible for his production team but the other production teams and the mining contractor and all the infrastructure. And he's a role model for a lot of the younger guys when they move in and they see Brett Miller running the shop, then they think, well, there's an opportunity for me one day that I can run the shop too.
It's great working with all the other Indigenous fellas, providing them with support, mentoring them throughout their daily duties. Some of the people have started off at never gained employment, and obviously Iluka provided that opportunity, and they're still here today.
There is so much more to come for both sides, and I just think that it can be a win-win when you come together and you actually understand one another clearly. When you put clear goals in there, in together, and we all want to achieve it, it works really good.
Well, we have a commitment with the Far West Coast people to maintain a level of Aboriginal employment within our business, and by honouring those commitments it builds our reputation as a credible organisation, and with credibility comes trust, and if we're trusted then we may be afforded the right to continue mining other projects in the region.